from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost two there, and it's third down. On third down, Jackson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Penny will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down, Frederick. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Now it's Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 43.
Now Jackson. He's got Allen. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Right there in the middle, 55. You got nothing to work.
To throw on third down, Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready. He's going to go. 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give right side. Frederick, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 29, Wilson flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Samson Ebukam, his 2nd sack of the night. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They go play action with Jackson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 20, check 20.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dante Fowler, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. Runs over him. Breaks a tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 3.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
Okay, ready. Start 55. Right here. Check 24.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really...
And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'll go special. Took right.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Mike, 55.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Henderson now on first and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And oh, look Look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's letting it fly, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Alert, 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 alert.
One last shot for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and